to be a law or an RCW that backs that up in order for you guys.
It's not properly posted, according to you.
Okay, well,
because
you and I are going to have to disagree on that at this point.
Well,
Okay,
you
I
can see
believe
the
it is
sign.
properly posted.
Look at it's cracked.
So, front parking lot, there is no employees only sign. If you want to be out there taking pictures, if you're on the street right here, you're perfectly fine. But walking through the parking lot back here, where, in my opinion, in my judgment, it is properly signed.
I don't know. It just seems like sometimes.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, there has to be.
But we
because
actually
you
have
guys are
put
law
up a
enforcement,
sign.
so in order for you guys to trespass us, there has to be a law that backs that up. There has to be an RCW or something along the lines to do that.
Okay.
Because this is technically public property. This is a private property.
It is proper.
It's
There's
state
no,
owned properly.
but public.
Yes.
Public, yeah, and funded by taxpayers.
Right.
Yeah, and we're
That's
taxpayers.
not in question. I'm not saying that somebody other than state owned.
But no, he's saying
But the
if
state
this
has-
was your
the state has
house,
a property right to restrict access or do whatever,
have to put a
or
barricade
how
around.
it's used,
Yeah.
or they can put up a sign.
pe-
Is that
peop-
what you guys came here to do, is to tell us that we need to put up a fence?
no, you brought up the sign. If there was a fence around, we're not hopping the fence over there, are we? It's very unclear. No, we're not. But it's not. It's not a clear message, and I don't think that sign would stand up in court.
Okay.
It's not
Well,
against
I have
what
no
we're
intent
doing
of
is
trespassing you from the
protecting
property
the
right now and
so it's
arresting
not-
you for that and sending you to court.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what?
Our position is that sign is sufficient to meet the requirements to restrict access to our back parking lot.
You have a contradiction. You have another sign right there.
Which says similar to the same thing.
It
just
says
a
the
lot
same
more
as the
words.
front one.
As the front, it does.
And you
can't
just
read
said that
talks
you-
about cars.
And you just said via your own words that I could come in the front. So why is this
Because-
sign different?
Because there is not an employees only sign out front.
A cracked employees only sign.
Okay.
So which sign should I read?
The
This one or
employees
this
only
one?
sign is the one that we're using.
How am I supposed to know that? Besides you telling me right now.
We're telling you.
Do you understand the
I'm
confusion?
informing you right now.
Okay.
Okay, so now you know.
Okay. So you're going to trespass me?
Have I said I'm going to trespass?
I'm just
you?
wondering where you're headed with this because I noticed
I would
a
like you guys
difference.
to leave our property.
I noticed a difference in your nature right now with your
But it's not
with
your
the way
property.
you're looking at me. So I'm just a
It
little
is state-owned
concerned.
property,
Taxpayers.
right?
I mean, if we're going to pay taxes,
And the state
to
patrol is in
public space, we should have
charge
the right-
of figuring out and managing this property.
We've heard it all before. If this was your house, all that stuff you could see on YouTube, okay? We've been down this road so many times. Honestly, you guys need to get up to speed. You really do on this.
Where could I go to get information on
Well,
it?
just go
Can you tell
to YouTube. I just said. Go to YouTube and watch some of the auditing videos.
Do you have a YouTube channel I can go to and watch?
I'm not going to give it right now. Maybe at the end of this interaction that we're having, I will. It just depends how it works out. Okay.
Well, it's time for you guys to be on your way. Okay, we're done. We've told you you're not allowed to be back here. I've told you where our sign is. It says you're not supposed to be back here. It's time to go.
Do you have a supervisor? We don't need to talk to him right now, but do you have like a name or a number for a supervisor?
Like a CO or something like that. That's great. Yeah, if you had a card, if you guys all had cards, that would be awesome. Do you have a card, sir?
I do not.
How about you? You need to stop going down that same path of if this was your house. It's not even the same thing. Private and public property completely opposite in the view of the law.
okay, whatever you want to say about it.
It's true. You need to look it up. You need to educate yourself.
So we've already got our stuff on it. Like you said, we
Yeah.
don't appreciate people filming the back of our buildings. When
It's
somebody-
not your building. I just said that to
It
you.
is managed by the state
But
patrol,
people have
owned
been
by the state of
assassinated inside
Washington.
of offices,
But
so
the ownership is the
Who
public.
pays for it?
We pay for it.
Actually, the Department of Transportation does.
Oh, really? And they get their money off the money tree at the Department of Transportation
You'd have to
yard?
go ask them for their funding.
Where does their money come from? An airplane?
Can you read that? If not, I'll scroll on.
Out of the sky? You shouldn't spit too. It's really unbecoming.
Do I need to
Well,
rewrite it?
I'm
Supervisor
so
Lieutenant
far,
Brandon?
20
I
minutes
think
into
that's
wasting
perfect.
time on this one.
I'm writing down
we're
this
here.
one.
Yeah, but we're here too, and
I've got other people and other citizens that also.
so what does it have to do with spitting on the ground? It just looks bad.
Okay, that
For
doesn't
you.
really matter to me. So,
Doesn't matter to you?
if you don't care,
I'm back here. I'm not spitting
We
on
appreciate
you.
that, sir.
Yep.
Do you have a? You don't have a card, do you? No.
I wrote down their names on my card.
Appreciate
for your
it.
partner there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
It's very nice of you. So,
I think what we're going to go ahead and do
is
we're gonna
film?
head our way back that way,
Mhm.
make our way back around.
Where is your car parked?
I'm not answering that question.
Okay, well then you can.
You
walk
just
down
want to
the
run the
street.
tags. That's what you
No,
want
I
to
don't want
do.
to run your tag.
Yeah.
If your
Well,
car's
I mean-
parked over there, then you have a reason to be
somewhere
walking
around
through
here.
there.
I'll tell you that much. It's somewhere around here.
Okay.
Our intent is not to be hostile.
Your car
We're
should
just
be
trying to do
accessible
some
by
filming,
walking
and
down
we're
the
just
street right here.
exercising our First Amendment. That's
So
all
what's
my
the
intent
parking
is.
lot?
Okay, we'll escort you over to there, and then you're going to leave, correct?
Yeah,
We'll
we-
leave when
we
we're
might be
done.
a couple minutes,
We're
but
not going to be pushed around and bullied around and
You're not
be
going to
pushed
be allowed
around.
to be left here back in the parking lot.
Yeah, but
You
we're
can
not.
go
I'm
out
not going to
front
make
if
a
you wanna do
commitment
that.
to
If
leaving.
you guys want to follow us, that's totally up to
Yeah,
you.
it's
If you got
totally
nothing
you.
better to
You're.
do,
You can
that's
ask us questions
You're
too.
not
It's your
coming back
First
through the
Amendment.
parking lot.
Well, you just said you could walk with us.
Okay, well, I offered to escort you over there.
Sure.
And
It's up
you're
to
telling
you.
me it's going to take forever.
I didn't. We
You're
didn't
not
say
gonna
that,
do
did we?
anything.
Did we say it's going to take forever?
You're going to take your time.
We would
We're
have been done by now, honestly, if you guys didn't come out here. We'd have been gone.
Okay. Well, then that means we should be done, right?
Well, no,
you've done
because
everything?
you guys we're trying to have a cordial conversation with you
And
guys.
I thought we have been having a cordial conversation.
I think we are too.
We're disagreeing about a lot of stuff, but I
Hey.
think it's been
Professional, I'll
cordial.
tell you that much.
I just don't understand why it always falls back to that same. If this was public property in this day and age, I mean, all these same innuendo lines. It's like breaking open fortune cookies all the time and seeing the same thing. It's really like in this day and age, people are defunding the police. Like, look, Seattle. That's not right. I don't believe in that. I believe in the police. I think we need them, but also too, we need to have our rights too.
Okay.
So there has to be understanding on both sides, right? On both sides, on our needs and also your needs, right? Is that not fair?
Sure, you have rights. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. We have rights.
So people should be.
Okay, as the state entity that is in charge of managing this property, which is owned by the state of Washington, we have property rights to restrict people coming in and out of the property. And we have done that with the
You've
sign.
done it over here.
Well, we believe we've also done it with the sign over here.
You have a broken sign and you have a sign that says the same thing. Can you understand that?
I understand that you believe there's a conflict between those two sides.
Totally a
I totally
conflict.
understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I would disagree that there's a conflict, but I totally understand your perception
Yeah.
of that because they say two different things. They're worded differently. One talks about cars, one talks about employees. I totally
Well, let's go
that.
get our filming done. I mean, sure, you guys are busy people, and we don't want to take your whole night. Let's do our walk through.
So
and
let
do
me
our
ask
thing.
you this. Okay, if we're going to escort you around the building through the employees-only parking lot, what is your intent? What do you want to film?
We just want to film what we see with our eyes. That's all. Just right through here and what we see with our eyes. Like that car, we want to film this car and this one. Is this your car?
And you know what?
I don't work
I'm
for
not
the city
against,
of
you guys
Oh,
using a
my
city
bad.
compound around your vehicle.
How about that one then?
That one is the one that's issued.
So
to me.
why do you have city and like? That's a good
Because
question.
They make arrangements to park their vehicles.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. Thank you
So
for.
I will certainly walk you through the parking lot and let you do your filming.
It's up to you. We're not going to
But
tell you
I'm
where
not
to go.
going to make this something where you're going to be here for like an hour wanting to film every rock in the parking lot. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Well, that sounds really boring to me to film
Well,
every
so
rock.
that does me too.
Yeah.
But I got to put a time limit on this, so to speak. I mean, we're not going to be
My
here for the
question is,
next
are you
6
guys,
hours.
are you really concerned about us? You know, like,
Why do you feel frightened?
Like I
Like-
said, I don't know you, and you already admitted that you don't know me, right?
We don't know you guys, but we're going to
I
trust
don't
you.
know and I don't know if you're going to come back and harm this building, harm other officers.
That could be these cars going across the highway here. They can see this lot too. I mean, just because we're here,
I'm not
So what do you want to get filmed?
it doesn't make
Let
any
me
sense.
help you
what you're
get what you
saying.
want filmed, and then you can be on your way.
Well, if we wanted to harm the building, okay, it doesn't make any sense. I've already said my words are my bond. Okay, I run a security company, so what I do for a living is very important to what I say. So cars could be coming along here. Google Earth has a whole aerial of this place. So really, we'd be a little bit more sneaky about it, don't you think? Instead of coming right up here and talking with you.
especially when
Pushing the
people are
building in
parked
the middle
over
into
there.
our property in the middle of the night.
It was so obvious. You know, we came up to the front entrance first where you got cameras,
Yeah, but if we were,
and then came back here. We didn't sneak
We don't have
back.
cameras up front.
Well, very lit area, and there's an
Knock
officer.
on the door?
We're not going to knock on the door right now
Why not?
because we're not. This is not my thing. We're not trying to be sneaky though. Are we trying to be sneaky if we come to a front? Would somebody trying to be sneaky do that kind of actions? Look, judge us for our actions, not what you're thinking in your head.
Well, you're asking me if I think you're being sneaky, and you said you went to the front door, you didn't knock, and then you came out back where it's
Because we didn't
employees
knock, that's
only.
now being sneaky.
No.
If we came in here through these bushes and snuck around like this, and we're trying to be overt about everything we do, that's
That would
the definition of
I would not
sneakiness.
have that would be sneaky. Yes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
us coming out here,
To
obviously.
me, it would be like, hey, knock on the door. Hey, we want to take some pictures out
Yeah.
back.
Well, we don't
Yeah,
need to
okay.
ask for our Second Amendment, okay? Our First Amendment.
Well, we're not talking Second Amendment.
First
right?
Amendment.
First Amendment.
Yeah.
Okay.
First
well,
Amendment.
you can take pictures. I'm not telling you can't.
Yeah.
Okay. And that wasn't anywhere of what we were describing about you, whether or not you're being sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
you can take your pictures, whatever.
but we
This
don't
area
need.
here is restricted to employees only.
It's
I
not.
know neither of you are employees of the State Patrol. So, if you want to take pictures, I will certainly escort you through the parking lot. You take your pictures, and then you can be on your way.
We can't tell you to escort us or not. That's up to you. But let's
Okay,
go ahead
then
and
you
take
need
our
to leave the
picture.
property. You can walk up the street, take your pictures, and then be on your way.
I'm saying that I just said it's up to you.
Well, if they want to
That's basically what I said. Yeah.
I mean, we're only a couple more minutes,
Yeah.
so let's just get a look at some of these cars and get the hell out of here. Just a roundabout conversation.
It is. It's going in a big loop.
Oh, they got everybody here. Snohomish, Marysville, PD.
I guess they rent out their lot or they share it or there's some kind of agreement between the two. Look at this. That's a cool truck.